All right, Myra, so you'll have to unmute yourself, but the call is yours.
All right. Good morning, everybody. All right, since I go first, I guess I get to get the wave going this morning. So, I always love being on the call, but I really am not a fan of doing it on my phone because I can't see everybody. So, but anyway, I love this word today. I don't know who sent it in, but servant is the word. So I'm going to go ahead and get right to it. And I apologize. As soon as I get through, I got to jump out of the car and go out to the cross country meet to cheer our kids on. So y'all know, as I said yesterday, I love to start all of my thoughts with a question. So I'm going to ask you, do you consider yourself a servant to others? Just think about that. Do you consider yourself a servant to others? I hope and I think that you probably do. So what are some of the characteristics of a servant leader? So I'm going to go through some things quickly. I'm going to move quickly. I know I saw Andrea's notes, and she's got a really good message, and I'm looking forward for y'all hearing from her as well. So a servant leader, first and foremost, values people for who they are, not just for what that they can possibly give to someone. You value that person for who they really are. A servant leader never promotes themselves. They always put others first. You fit that mold? A servant leader is always listening to others. What kind of listener are you? When I was coaching, I used to say, they're hearing every word I'm saying, but they're not listening. So what kind of a listener are you? A servant leader is also very, very trustworthy. So others constantly feel comfortable in confiding and lean on a servant leader for advice and lean on them for strength. Do you fit that mold? A servant leader is always very caring in every single way. That's just enough said. They're just always caring. A servant leader is always a tremendous communicator. So what kind of communicator are you? That's always been one of our words. So let me ask you this. What's the difference in your mind? What is the difference in your mind of a leader and a servant leader? Well, a leader encourages people to do their jobs by providing them with guidance, direction, and motivation. A servant leader focuses upon the people that are directly below them rather than the big group or the big company as a whole. A servant leader is not about acquiring power or gaining control of others. So in closing, let me just briefly sum it all up. Let's just ask ourselves this one simple question as we start our day together. Can I be a great leader and servant leader today and every day? I think we can do both. And I think you probably do too. So listen, I love you guys. Such a blessing to be with you every single morning. So I hope you have a terrific day, and you're going to love Andrea's message. I promise you.
Well,
love y'all.
Thank you so much for that, Myra. Be safe today and good luck. Hope you guys rock and roll out there. We can't wait to see photos. And
yeah,
when I was looking at this, the word was servant, right? So we're looking up servant. And I know Myra had the same thing where really two things come up when you just search servant. One is servant leader, and the other is the Bible, right? So there's just two places really that I found. So some quotes that I found that I thought were so powerful were servant leadership is all about making the goals clear and then rolling up your sleeves and doing whatever it takes to help people win. When I think about the leaders in our life, is that not absolutely what they do? They're out there rolling up their sleeves, helping us every step of the way. True leadership is servanthood. Put the interest of others at the center of your decisions, right? Seems so obvious. And then the verse that comes up is whoever wants to become great amongst you must become your servant. And whoever wants to be first must be your slave. And that's Matthew 20, 26, 27. And so the direction that I went in is very similar to Myra of what are the important characteristics of a servant leader. And I think this is, well, I don't know. I always say everybody because I think everybody's just like me, but maybe they're not. But I just think probably most people, they have a heart for other people and they want to help people win. So how can we do that? How can we be a servant leader? First of all, and Myra touched on this, we've got to hone up our listening skills. They've got to be strong, we've got to have our listening ears on and truly hear what is being said. And with that is having a really strong empathy game. So what does that mean, right? What does it mean? This is what I tell my kids. Read the room. Read the room. Look at people's faces. Check out their body language. Like, do your best to put yourself in other people's shoes so you can feel what they're feeling. 3, have a strong sense of self-awareness. So think deeply, right? Take some time, think deeply about your emotions and your behavior and how it affects those people in your life, right? The people that you want to lead. And then 4, be skilled at persuasion. And when I was reading this, all I could think about was trying to put a cat in a carrier, right? So if you're trying to put a dog in a carrier, you can just pretty much stuff it in there, pat it on the head. It's going to wag its tail. It's going to love you no matter what. Life's going to be good, right? But if you try to put a cat in a carrier, you better be persuasive, right? It'd be like trying to put like a spaghetti noodle, like a cooked noodle into something, right? Like it will fight, it will battle you. You'll end up with bloody hands if you do not persuade that cat to do what you want to do. So be skilled in your persuasion. And then 5, cast a big vision. So dream big dreams, right? And share that with the people in your life, with not just your dreams, not just selfish dreams, right? But the dreams for your group. And then 6, accept responsibility. So whether you're a formal leader or not, you have a responsibility. We know this. We have a responsibility for the things that happen around us. So take time to think about, our own values. So we know what we will and we won't stand for, right? Like I think sometimes if we can get so persuaded if we don't really take that moment to sit back and say, okay, what are the values of myself? What are the values that I want in my team so that I don't get off track? And then 7, commitment to the growth of people. What are Arlene's goals, right? I don't know. What's Eva Marie's goals? Well, I have to know those goals and then be committed to helping them get that if my goal is to lead with them. And then lastly, building community. And I just a strong skill set of building community. And I think about, I'm going to talk about Coach Palmer. I know he's on here. He probably isn't going to love this. I didn't think he was going to be on here. So sorry, Coach. But I think about this community that he created for us. He really did. This was his vision. So him and Myra have worked for over 1.5 years to create this community for us. And that was leadership, right? I think about if you guys were out there in Salt Lake City, he created this community where we all got together. We did a run and a walk. And I felt so connected to every single person there. And I'm so grateful for that community, or our Friday night event. Like there's so much that he does for us to create that community in our life. So I have a choice, right? I can say, well, I'm just going to be in his community, right? He's already created it. Or I can then be my own servant leader and I can go look around in my world and see where I can create community as well. So that's what I had for you guys today. Coach, I didn't know if you wanted to close this off or not.
I got to jump in. I didn't know you were going to say that. But since we're handing some compliments, I got to say this. I think the whole key to servant is being a servant. And here's what it means to me. It means the things that I see Ashley Paulson do behind the scenes that maybe she doesn't get credit for. But I'll tell you, somebody that exemplifies that more than anything is yourself. Because behind the scenes, wouldn't you agree? How many of you would agree with that? That behind the scenes, Andrea Rosser's doing things that Brent Palmer gets credit for, but she actually is the one doing them. That ladies and gentlemen, is a true definition of servant. It's when you're not getting credit, but you're doing it anyway, gladly, proudly, and with enthusiasm. And so, you know, I look around the room and I see so many examples, like I mentioned, of Ashley Paulson, but Susan and Bill. I think about the trip they made out to Billy running his marathon. You know, they didn't do it for accolades. They did it as an act of service. And so this morning, Andrea, I don't know if we can give this book away. I don't know if you can pull it up, but I want to leave this earth serving others. And I hope that I leave this earth serving others where I'm not getting accolades more than I'm getting accolades. Does that make sense? We all like to be recognized. We all like to be bragged on. We all like to be patted on the back. If we don't, we might be fibbing a little bit, okay? We might tell people we don't. But at the end of the day, I think it's more important to serve others without the accolades. I know that's what Jesus did. And you know, there's so many people in our history books that we can look at that did that and was an example to us. So I want to give away a book. That's really where I come on today. And everybody goes, how do you become liked? Then just give away things, right? So that's what I do. You know, it's like if I give away enough, I might be liked by others. So I'm kidding. I'm going to give away the book, and it's a great read. The Servant. It's The Servant, and it's exactly what Myra and Andrea talked about. And the reason I really didn't want to come on today, because I wanted Andrea to give you the word that she acts out every day. So, Andrea, can we show them the book? Maybe. So, The Servant, it's just a simple story about the true essence of leadership. James Hunter actually was the author of this book, and here's what it looks like if you're looking at it. Okay, but I'm going to give away a few copies. All you got to do to get this copy, we're going to pick somebody on Facebook. You just share this video. Share this video out there on Facebook. We're going to pick a winner there. And then everybody else, let's have fun. Let's type the word Andrea in the comment for servant. Let's just type Andrea in the comment for servant. So she's blushing now. I love it. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who do we got?
We have Catherine Falk. So Catherine, please.
Catherine.
Good job. Congratulations. I know you're in the car, so don't do it right now.
Yes.
Oh, Catherine, I'm so sorry. Please send me your address when you park. All
right. And she's driving. Don't run off the road. Stay focused. Thank you for tuning in every morning. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. And whoever that person is in your life today that acts out servant leadership without accolades, shoot them a text today. Make them have an awesome day, because you just showed up in their life with a quick text. Love you guys. Grateful for you. Thanks, Andrea. Thanks, Myra.
Thank